What's up, guys? We're here and we're back for the summer premiere of Good Trouble Season 4, Episode 10. Let's just get right into it. Now, we left off last episode. I know it's been a while, but Malika, she broke up with, the F boy, and, she's hanging out with her girlfriend and everything. So while they're playing cards, she asks her, is she going to be open? So, of course, I guess Malika doesn't know, but we find out to the end of the episode. So let's just go. So Malika says, "Well, I'm just open until I get somebody, whatever." So she says, "Why?" So she just said, "Okay, whatever." So the next time they meet up, they're playing and everything. So she asks her out to go out, to eat lunch or dinner or whatever. So she tells her, "Look, I'm on a date." And then so Malika's like, "Oh, you're on a date, so you're poly too?" She's like, "Well, I figured that you're poly and you said your relationship is open. I might as well, have my options. Is that okay?" So Malika says, okay. But of course, she doesn't feel that way. So we found out at the end of the episode, basically putting two and two together, that Malika did not catch on that she wants to be exclusive with her, but she's not going to stand around if she's still in this poly relationship. So she ends up seeing a girl and everything like that. So who knows where this is going to go. I hope it doesn't drag. And she just tells her feelings. So another thing Malika helps, I'm looking at notes, guys, right? Luca, because Luca, he's supposed to leave town because y'all know season finale, he stole some money from a bum, a really bad bum on the street and everything. So, but anyways, he's been hiding out. He hasn't left town, and his name is Ivan. He's looking for him. So anyway, Malika tells her story about how Alice helped her when she was living outside her car. So in the episode, we see that he comes and takes the offer that Davi has been giving him for months, and Kelly even apologizes to him. So let's go into Davi and Dennis. Look, Davi keep playing games with Dennis. Okay, Dennis is really into her. They really, in the last episode, they did not connect. We see that they go their separate ways. I guess Dennis is playing off for Davia, so the ball is in her court. So long story short, she goes to help review a bad review, and he wants to, make himself better. So what ends up happening, thing is, a guy ends up being a girl named Ryan. She's cute. They end up hanging out. They go to a date and everything. And Davia wanted to tell him what was up, but she just decided to push it off because she's playing games, like Gael says to her. So what ends up happening, she didn't get the news because she figured that he failed the test of saying that he's not open. So we'll see what's going to happen next episode with that. So outside of that, y'all know she lost her job because of her social media presence, and so now she's doing homeschooling. So can't wait to see her journey in that, because y'all know how they do at the beginning of episodes, thinking like everybody's meeting up. So eventually the meetup was actually a homeschooling job. Let's get into Joaquin and Mariana. So Joaquin and Mariana had an awkward kiss. He apologized for that. So Mariana helps him, let him know that his sister may not be alright, and she's pushing him away awkwardly and everything. So the sister ends up sending Joaquin a message and basically saying, "Listen, I'm okay, let's meet up." So when they do meet up, he takes heed of what Mariana's saying, because the sister is acting, like her family life was awkward and everything, but her sending those postcards don't add up with what the words in her mouth. So he ends up following her outside and taking a post of the car that she's in, and she's with a sketchy guy. So we're gonna look and see, is she getting pimped out? What's going on? Is she stuck in a relationship that's even worse than the cult that she was in? Okay, so yeah. So with that awkward kiss, Mariana is still up on Evan. Evan saw the awkward kiss, but he didn't stay for the aftermath of seeing Mariana pushing Joaquin away. So of course it is an awkward meeting at the Bulk Beauty sitting, and they want to know did Evan tell revitalize their plans, everything. So he said everything's okay, and he makes it clear that he just wants to do strictly business. See, I get Evan being this way because he has, some social issues. But Mariana, won't you tell him, like, you guys, but again, Mariana is 22, 23 years old, so maybe it's not as clear, and of course it's a show, so we got to keep the tension, but don't let it go longer than 3 episodes, okay? So anyways, she asked him, is he going to come to the launch party? Of course he said yes, he's coming. But when he comes, while she's waiting and they're celebrating, of course, Mariana, this is the time Mariana and Joaquin are talking about the sister. He bumps into that. He ends up leaving, but Mariana gets to talk to him, and she's excited. You can tell that he was excited to come, but he's thinking that her and Joaquin are going to hook up, but she's like, they still not talking to each other. So of course she's upset and everything, and what she ends up having a one-night stand with Joaquin, which I wish did not happen. So yeah, so they deflect with that, and she finally does talk to Evan, but they still are talking around, relationship and everything. So Evan just wants to keep it strictly business, and she doesn't know what to do. So last but not least, we have Alice and Sumi's real quick. So Alice, basically her storyline is she has a horrible manager, somebody that was recommended by Margaret Cho, but she's giving her these little shitty jobs. So it ends up happening, Sumi ends up helping her, and she's never been a manager, so she ends up giving her sucky jobs too. Like one was at the nursing home, but this is the first start, so we'll see how that's going. And because Alice is trying to get her foot back into it, and Sumi wants to get her back in her good graces. Okay, last but not least, the final kicker. I never thought that I would fall back in love with Isabella, because y'all know how much I couldn't stand her, okay? So anyways, we go through the whole episode of showing her talking to adoption people. We even get a clips of her and Gael doing baby names. Of course, she really is pushing off. She hasn't told Gael that she's thinking about adoption. I'm like, why? You guys are doing so good. So she's being very distant from him. So we see when she goes to some adoption agency / therapist, talking about her mental stability. Basically, she says she wants to open a relationship with the adoption company, but we see that at the end of the episode that her dad has a video of her, jacking up that car. So of course, she's struggling with that and everything. So she's pushing Gael away, and she's secretly seeking out adoption people and everything. So finally she decides that she's not gonna let that video hold her over. So I'm so glad that she decided. I want to know, why do her parents care? They're not gonna take care of her. Like, she has a stable person, which is Gael and everything, so they need to just mind their business. I understand she has some problems, and she seemingly is just irresponsible, like with money, but she's not irresponsible like a druggie and everything. And I understand there are rich people that are used to holding control of their daughter. So it's like, what are you just so in her head like that? Like, you kind of did her the way she is now too. So anyways, I cannot wait to see the next episode. This was a great premiere, and y'all, I'm coming off a cold, so that's why my voice sounds like this. So anyways, I'll tell you guys soon. See you next week. Peace.